This is the Great Legend, and I'm coming at you live tonight with a Halloween episode of the Great Legend Show. It's been many, many years since I think I did my last Halloween episode. And I remember I had all that face paint, man. My friend at work, she, my colleague or whatever, she painted my whole face to make it look like The Thing. And, man, it was clobbering time on that old Great Legend Show. But before we reminisce any longer, let's take a look at the chat tonight and see what is happening here in the YouTube comic book community. Big shout out to Ray D is in the house. What's up, Ray D? Good to see you, man. We got the Prince from New Zealand, the uncanny Kyle Walker. Huge X-Men fan, Doctor Who fan. Star Wars fan, kind of tapering off Star Wars, but still got a lot of the old school. But Doctor Who and X-Men. I'd probably say, yeah, Doctor Who even more important than X-Men. Big shout out to Kev, a.k.a. Contender. He rooting on his Dodgers tonight, man. That's right. It may not be a very busy show tonight. We got Gomez, comic collector. He's cold chilling. He loves that Waka Flocka. And Von Strange, he loves them all. We got Rebel Gaming is here. Rebel Gaming was playing some Overwatch tonight while I was taking a nap. Man, I was feeling it. I had to get up at 6 a.m. and go to work today, man. Woo. So good to see Rebel Gaming. Also, man, Rebel, I got to send you your little AAAOK. No, I got to send that AOK to you one of these days. I got it over here. It's in 2 parts. Let's see if it'll fit in that box. Nope. It's hard to mail a postal tube. I may just have to mail it like this all the way to Canada and just hope for the best, you know. I think U.S. Postal Service and Canada Postal Service, they both pretty good. We got my brother Dean Guthrie. So good to see Dean Guthrie tonight here on the Great Legend Show. And we got Easy-E, the Game Hunter. And funny story about old Easy-E, I was talking with his dad because, well, now you know what the story, but on Facebook, they both had the same last name. So I asked Manny, NYC, I said, Manny, is that like, are y'all brothers? And then he said, no. I said, that's my son. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. They actually got New York Warriors, you know, they family in New York, but they also family in real life. So I thought that was cool. A little Manny and Easy-E connection there. What is up? The mayor is here. Man, I was just talking about that. I almost said your last name, Easy, but I almost talked about that. The Manny and Manny Jr. Club, man, the NYC Warriors, man. It's good to see Jeff Johnson in the house. Always got some good info on the down low. Talking about some Bruce Lee. He's a Bruce Lee fan. But anyway, I wanted to kind of talk to you about what the Great Legend Show is about tonight. I don't know. I haven't really been reading any of my new comics lately. I've been kind of stuck in a rut on the new stuff, and kind of I quit reading I'm in the first portion of Injustice Ground Zero, the first hardback, featuring a Harley Quinn story through the times of the Injustice God's War video game. So, man, it's good, but I just kind of, been watching more Dark Shadows, being that it is fall and, the leaves are changing color, and it's all about that Halloween. You get that vibe, that kind of fall vibe, the wind's coming in, the trick-or-treating, eating the candy, let it all begin. But what's cool is, I kind of start wanting to watch some horror movies. So I've had my Netflix, I finally turned in those dumb DVDs I had on it before. But on the Netflix, I get the DVDs by mail, and I don't do the Blu-ray thing because the Blu-ray thing costs about $2 or $3 extra bucks or $4. I don't remember what it is. Maybe it's not that high, but I get the DVD because I have this old school little Zenith. It's like a Zenith, and it opens up like that, and you watch the screen and stuff. Well, it's a DVD player. So if my son is on the TV in the living room, and if my wife or youngest is in the TV in the bedroom, I don't feel like coming in here watching it or anything. Because, I do have a DVD-ROM in here, but I don't want to watch it in here. I watched it off this little Zenith I got, fold up top. Count Von Strange, man, he says he's been watching horror movies all freaking day. Dude, that is freaking awesome. Horror movies are freaking so cool, man. Very cool. Well, we got 11 watching right now, and I also, before I go into, well, let me go ahead and finish this story, but I want to give you some important info. So, um, I watched this movie. I lined up the queue and everything, and got it the way I wanted it. And I watched 2 nights ago the Rob Zombie Halloween, and I was like, damn, that stuff was scary. Oh my God, I have not seen. And y'all may laugh or whatever, but the last ones I had seen was Insidious and Insidious 2, and the one, the husband and wife combo. The guy played that Night Owl in The Watchmen. Anyways, great actor. I like that guy. But he played the husband of this husband-wife team that went in and checked on poltergeist houses. I can't remember, what is that movie called? The Conjuring, maybe? I don't know, man. I think it's called The Conjuring. But anyway, we got Iron Galactus. What is up, Iron Galactus? And we got Big E's Comics, who Big E's and Manny NYC is going to be on the Legends Live auction on, let's see, I want to say November 4th, because November 3rd that new Call of Duty game drops, I think. I think that's when that happens. We got Undisputed Frost in the house. What is up, Undisputed Frost? We got to give the love, we got to give the support to the great legend. So, with that being said, let me tell you that Rob Zombie Halloween, damn, that was scary. To see Michael Myers as like a younger kid, kind of get that verbal abuse, emotional abuse, bullying at school, all of that stuff, and just a horrible home life. Oh, man, and then that kid went crazy and turned into Michael Myers. That was pretty damn messed up, because you don't ever want to see, like, if you have kids yourself, you don't ever want to see something like that happen, because you always will put yourself in the shoes of that person's parent, or AKA Michael Myers' mom, that gal that played Ember Moon Zombie or whatever her name is. But yeah, man, you never want to see that kind of stuff, because that kind of stuff really kind of will hit home in the back of your mind if you think about it's your own child, So I'm watching Halloween H2O right now, and then Trick or Treat after that. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. And SS Comic Reader says, "Oh, the phenomenal one, the great legend streaming live, the champ that runs the game." Well, thank you, SS, man. It is good to see another WWE fan in here. And I am pretty far behind on the old WWE, but so since we got 11 watching, this is actually pretty epic. Now, old great legend, he could have went old school and called this Halloween Halloween contest, like in the title, to kind of clickbait some more viewers. But the cool part about it is, y'all are the most important viewers that the Great Legend has, because y'all be watching the Great Legend show on youtube.com/rdaddy95, and you watching it live, man. So the live people are in for a treat, because we're going to have a happy Halloween contest. This ain't a Halloween contest. This is a happy Halloween contest, because we got some free prizes going out tonight. And Legend normally doesn't do the whole prize thing that often. But tonight we do celebrate a humongous milestone on the Great Legend show. That's right up there. Over 4,200 subscribers. Man, that's what it's all about right there. No, just kidding. It's all about y'all, but that's pretty freaking cool. Because you get to a certain point. I got to 1,000, and the community was pretty small, and I was like, man, I'm good here, man. I think this was just monumental. 1,000 freaking subscribers, man. Amazing. Four digits, man. Woo, you laying pretty, I tell you. But anyways, what was cooler was hitting 2,000, and then 3,000, and then hitting 4,000 was freaking pretty amazing, So, just freaking awesome. Good folks out there. But so yeah, over 4,200 subs. So I showed these a while back. Really cool. They're releasing the Legacy collections in Blu-ray. Now, I already had the original DVDs. Let me see if I can find one. Okay, say Wolfman, right? Well, I had these DVDs from 2001. Actually, this was from 1999. I guess around 99, 2000, 2001. We'll take a look at some dates, but that's the original Wolfman on DVD. Okay? So I wanted to finally upgrade to like Blu-ray in my collection, right? And these are beautiful, man. This thing has the Wolfman on it. Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. And all of those movies, 5 movies, were the Lon Chaney Jr., Lawrence Talbot character. But then it has the 1935 Werewolf of London that predates the Wolfman, which is, it's a different kind of story. It's very cool. And She-Wolf of London in 46. So it has every movie kind of related to Universal, Universal Monsters, the Universal Classics Monster Collection, Classic Monster Collection. It has all the werewolf type stuff in this one Legacy edition. And it's really cool. It's all the movies are in there and stuff like that. Wolfman, and then there's Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula. So very cool. The disc hold like, a couple of movies and stuff like that. So these are so freaking awesome. So I've got the Wolfman one there. I got Mummy that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy. So it's like 6 Mummy movies with old Boris Karloff. We'll talk a little bit about these in a minute. Frankenstein. Now this one's weird. It has Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, Son of Frankenstein, okay? Then Ghost of Frankenstein. Then this one has Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. So some of the movies overlap. Like some of these movies are on the Wolfman Legacy, but that's fine. Whatever you feel like. You either feel like opening up the Boris Karloff or the Lon Chaney Jr. thing. And then the one, to me, that started it all. Because if you look at the old school Lon Chaney Sr., actually just Lon Chaney at the time, the man of 1,000 faces, that's where all that stuff comes from. Dean Malenko, the man of 1,000 holds. Chris Jericho, the man of 1,004 holds. LP from Rebel Gaming, the man of 1,000 nicknames. Well, all of that dates back all the way to, I guess, 1929, I want to say. And I haven't seen that damn movie in a long, long time. But, let's see. Let me just type in 1929 Phantom. Oh, no, it was 1925. Let me make sure that was, 1925. So this one here, to me, is well, some will say the Lon Chaney Sr. was the first one, and maybe even that other Hunchback of Notre Dame. But the talkies, that's your guy right there, Bela Lugosi, man. Coming all the way from Hungary with that strong accent. And at the time, it was kind of like one of those Hans Gruber moments, or Alan Rickman, I can't remember. But when he came over to do Die Hard, his English was broken. He didn't really know English, so he was just reading. And that's just really cool. This cool story. So that's the same with Bela Lugosi, He had that strong accent. Actually, no, he only spoke Hungarian when he actually filmed this thing. And he was just reading it. You know what I mean? It's like, damn. So it sounded a lot creepier, Not a lot of people know about those secrets. Well, damn, we got 15 watching, so let me give some big shout-outs. Saw Trick or Treat yesterday. Easy E said. Exile State. What is up, Exile State? It's good to see old Justin up in here. SS Comic Reader giving a lot of love to Big E's Jeff. Oh, my good God. Yeah, SS Comic Reader is going crazy. Stephen Oates, what is up, Stephen? We got Jason Smith in the house. We got King Movie 87 looking for some free action. RBR Short Films, King Movie. And we just got some folks in the chat. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this contest here. All right. Let's see, the one I want to do first. Oh, yeah, let me show you the ones that I don't. Yeah, Paul's going to kill me for this. But let me show you the ones. So I got the Legacy, but they don't have a Legacy Blu-ray of The Invisible Man and all the Invisible Man movies. They don't have the Creature from the Black Lagoon Legacy Blu-ray. They have these Legacies in DVD. And then, I did not see this one. This was the remake of the Phantom of the Opera, this time in Technicolor, starring old Claude Rains. And when was that? When was this movie done? 1943. This one was okay, but when you see that old school Lon Chaney Sr., you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the one you remember when they removed that dude's mask and his nose was all like rotted off and stuff. Dude, that was scary for the old 1925 moviegoers, you know? So yeah. And I didn't really like this one too well, so I'm going to give that away, and we're going to be giving it away right now. So I'm going to show you what you're going to win in this giveaway here. All right, let me kind of look at this real quick. Okay. So we're fixing to do a little giveaway. Now, I pretty much counted the lag before I went live with this show. The YouTube lag when I'm talking to when you hear me talk in the and then you respond in the live chat, that's about 30 seconds long. So what I'm going to do for Legends live auction, we're going to do it. We're going to try to do it quick, like the 9-2 crew did. Or at least quicker than we normally do. So Legends Live Auction, we'll say, okay, I'll put a 2-minute timer on it, but you better get your bids in by like a minute 30 seconds. You know what I mean? Like get it done in the minute and 30 seconds, because after that, you're screwed pretty much. And you'll miss out. Now then we can go into the soft overtime. I kind of like that. That's some Alex right there. Oh, Alex came up with some of that stuff. But anyway, you're going to get this one here. The original Boris Karloff, The Mummy, 1932. You're going to get the 4 sequels, man. Getting those. So you're getting the wow, damn, that was a 1960. That's 1940. Okay, 1940. Both of those are from 1940. And these are both from 1944. So you get the Mummy's Hand and the Mummy's Tomb, double feature. And then you get the Mummy's Ghost and the Mummy's Curse. Now, these are all from an adult home. They were on the bottom of my DVD shelf, and my DVDs haven't been getting used in a while because, you know, a lot of digital, a lot of Blu-ray. But I dusted them, and I got all the dust off and cleaned up the cases. And they've only been watched maybe like 3 or 4 times, and the kids have never touched them, so the discs are like flawless. Now, you get all those Mummy ones there, Mummy and the sequels. But I'm also going to throw in Claude Rains in Phantom of the Opera. Okay? So, here we go. Here's the trivia question. For these 4 movies, okay, what is the mummy's name in this original movie? What's the mummy's name? I'll see if y'all get it right. You got to spell it right, okay? So we'll wait, and I'll take a little drink here. All right, I'm still waiting. So what was the mummy's name? You can even look this up if you want. You know, if you're fast on the Google, you can do what you like. Win 4 awesome movies here. I'll go to the page itself. Good night. Huh? Yeah. All right, I'm going to reload this real quick. Okay. Booyah. All right. Still looking. All right, there you go. Count Von Strange. All right, brother. Count. You about hit it right on the spot. So Count Von Strange gets those awesome movies. Damn, come on, Jason. All right. Don't be hating, Jason. Okay? Okay, Jason? All right, so let me write that down real quick. So count. Huh? Dude, I'm actually doing a fucking live show right now. Okay? I tried, but he didn't go to bed. Fucking shit, man. See? That's bullshit. Okay. So y'all could probably rid my mouth on that one. All right, so let's see. Count Von Strange. And I know this video may be kind of slow, but I'm going to kind of give you my thoughts on Halloween, and you know, I'm going to kind of tell you some stories, Mummy and Phantom. I'm going to kind of tell you some stories about how, you know, I have kind of a love-hate relationship with Halloween. I kind of, well, for one, it's kind of, you know, you know, it's kind of weird, you know, how Halloween is. I mean, like, back in the day, it was more like, you know, 70s and 80s. It was like, you just kind of, you know, everyone was cool. You knew everyone in your neighborhood. I mean, it was just different times. But now it's just, I don't know, man. It's just not as cool, I guess. I guess the older I get. And when that all changed, let me tell you. So, 6th grade, I was dressed up as Freddy Krueger. I was kind of a tall kid. And, I was taking my brother, you know, trick-or-treating, and down the 2 streets down, you know, this grandpa guy opens the door. We ring the doorbell. He opens the door. We like, trick-or-treat. Got my bag all ready to go, you know. So I put my candy, got some candy. And I was 6th grade or whatever. And he put some of my brother's, and then he turned to me. He said, "You're too old to be trick-or-treating." Mm. That fucking broke me, man. You know, like that was like, man, I loved horror movies up until that point. I mean, I continue to watch them probably to, like, well, I guess high school, maybe kind of college, but I kind of drifted away from them. I always enjoyed these. I mean, these were just greatness, but anyway, so yeah, I never went trick or treating again. And I never felt the same way about trick-or-treating again. You know, I still enjoy watching these classic monster movies, but like I said, when I went to watch the Rob Zombie Halloween, man, that was messed up, man. I don't know what was going on. I don't mind the ghost stuff like Conjuring, or the Annabelle doll was kind of stupid, but what is that other one? Yeah, Insidious. But anyway. So yeah, I don't, you know, I still like the movies, but I just don't watch them. And like, some of these newer ones are pretty gory. Now, speaking of newer movies, let me show you these. I got these in the mail. Placed me a little Amazon order, and I was trying to get the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 in like a 3D edition, because I got the first one in 3D, so I'd like to have the second one in 3D. And they sold it as a big old set. I don't know if Best Buy was the original store or not. I think they were, but yeah, no other person did it, and I didn't get that. So hopefully they'll release it one of these days. But anyway, I got this one right here. These probably been out for a while. I just remembered to finally put a little order in on Amazon, and I threw these in there. That's Batman versus Two-Face. That's Adam West's last time as Batman. And you get of course, Burt Ward and Julie Newmar's back in there, and you get William Shatner as the voice of Two-Face. So, if y'all have seen this in the chat, let me know if this was really good. I'm eager to hear old William Shatner's Two-Face voice. Next up, this one here. I like to get all my comic book movies and big-time action movies in 3D. So I got Spider-Man Homecoming in 3D. I never saw this in the theaters, so I'm pretty excited about that one. And then this one here. I never saw this. It's got 2,000 hours of exclusive features, include 20 minutes of deleted scenes. Never got to see this in the theater. I just never did get there. But check it out, man. War of the Planet of the Apes. Freaking awesome. Can't wait to watch this one. Love Planet of the Apes. I love all the ape stuff they've ever done, except for the bad Tim Burton one. I like the 70s cartoon. I like the TV series. I actually own, you know, the original 5 and the last 2, the Blu-rays that come out. But I also have the on DVD, because they haven't never been released to Blu-ray yet, but on DVD I got the animated collection and the of Planet of the Apes, and I have the TV series Planet of the Apes. So freaking cool. Let's check the old chat real quick. A guide, a collection of the Universal monsters on the Comic Book Men show on AMC Sunday. Was it Universal Monsters action figures, or was it like these here? Like, I've got these. These are really cool. They display awesome. I haven't ever opened them. I've always left them in the pack. I may, if I can get one of those glass cases, I might put them in there. War of the Planet Apes was really good, Count Von Strange says. I was meaning to watch the Batman movie and forgot about it. New horror sometimes, Count, it is too much. They sometimes focus more on the gore and the disgustingness and all that. It's crazy, man. But I got those movies. The ones I'm waiting on, like I said, I'm waiting on these two to get Blu-ray Legacy collections, because I've only got the Invisible Man by itself and the Creature by itself. And this one had, like, I think 4 sequels or something. Plus, I think there was an Abbott and Costello Meet the Invisible Man. But yeah, man, I want to see Revenge of the Creature and A Creature Walks Among Us. Revenge of the Creature that came out in 1955 was the first time Clint Eastwood was ever in movies or on the camera. He was a scientist. All right, so let's give away some more stuff here. So, check these suckers out. Okay. Dracula. Now, this cool one about this was the first time that the 1931 version of Dracula had the music by Philip Glass and performed by the Kronos Quartet. This is the first time you've ever gotten that musical soundtrack on to this old movie. And it also has the original full-length Spanish version. And just tons of special features on this as well. Very cool. Then you get the Creature feature. Dracula's daughter and son of Dracula. Both very cool sequels, kind of, if you will, to the Bela Lugosi Dracula. Very awesome. Wolfman, and you get Werewolf of London, She-Wolf of London. Okay? All right. So, this question, when the actor Dwight Frye comes into Dracula's castle or whatever, and he's walking up, and then coming down the steps, he sees Bela Lugosi. He does this kind of right angle turn, and it doesn't show it, but it looks like, and then when they went back to it, he was already around it, but there was a cobweb in the way, and right when he turned right in front of it, they switched the camera back to Renfield, and by the time they switched it back to old Bela Lugosi or whatever, Dracula, he had already walked through it. Oh, man, I thought that was freaking pretty cool. And then he says something right when old Dwight Frye, a.k.a. Renfield, he says something to Renfield right when he sees him, okay? And I'm going to give you the first 3 letters, or the first 3 words to this 4-word sentence. You finish it. I'm going to say the word blank, but you're going to give me the real word. So, Count Dracula looks to Renfield and says, "I bid you blank." All right, so y'all let me know what the blank is in that quote. And then whoever does, you get these movies. Dracula. Dracula's daughter, son of Dracula. The Wolfman. And Werewolf of London and She-Wolf of London. And Werewolf of London predates the 1941. Yeah. Yep. Wolfman there. So that's awesome. Get up. There it is. Cool. Big East Comics. Yeah. Big East Comics. It's going to be good to send you a package, man. I ain't sending no New York in a while. Big East Comics. Man, I wish I had that one. Warriors, come out to play. Warriors. I love that movie. I almost watched that movie this weekend on Blu-ray, the Warriors. Biggie's Comics. Okay, you get the Dracula and the Wolfman. All right. All right, let's see. What else did I want to say? Because I do have one more prize package left. But I want to see, I guess I don't have anything else I want to talk about as far as Halloween goes. But I'm eager to, you know, get some comics, man. I haven't, you know, I've gotten my new comics, but I haven't really read anything. Like I said, I haven't read anything in a while. So I need to get back into reading. This week's been hell because I've got a weird work schedule. But next week, start reading again. And I'm still sorting through my comic book collection. And last night, I was happy to find, I could not find, I've been doing the old 70s run of All-Star Western. You know, the run where issue 10 was Jonah Heck's first appearance, issue 11 the second appearance, and then on issue 12 it changed into Weird Western Tales. So I'm kind of working on that run, and I have issue 1, 2, 3, and 4, but I could not find, like, issue 3, you know. I had my Diablo first appearance in issue 2, but I couldn't, and I had number 4, and I couldn't find freaking number 3, so all the boxes are currently, you know, in the living room, so I, you know, was working on them, you know, I've been sorting them and everything, and finally I found it in one of my just random boxes that has a lot of new stuff that hadn't been sorted, so found my 1 through 4, and then I have issue 10 for the Jonah Hex one. That one's CGC'd, of course, and then I have a reader copy, one of those Millennium editions, and then I have issue number 11 on its way. I got a nice 8.0 coming, and it's raw, of course, you know, so I can read it. So yeah, man, working on those westerns, and then Dark Shadows, and you know, those kind of books for a while. All right, so congratulations. We've hit a milestone here on the Great Legend Show. Over 4,200 subscribers. Count Von Strange has won the Mummy movies along with the Phantom of the Opera. So there's one movie, you get the double feature, 3 movies, 5 movies, and the color version of Phantom of the Opera starring Claude Rains. So Count Von Strange won that prize package. And Biggie's Comics from the New York Warriors, man. He won this one. This one's solid. No, you didn't win that one. You won the Dracula Wolfman. Sorry about that, Biggies. Dracula, man. Dracula's daughter, son of Dracula the Wolfman, and Werewolf of London and She-Wolf of London. And Biggie's, this the cool thing about this, man, these are, you can share these with your kids, you know, like watch them for fun, you know, try to get your kids, your kiddos into the old black and white movies. My kids, like, I mean, they watch black and white Three Stooges, because, man, that's Three Stooges, but I don't think they would sit through this, which kind of sucks, man, but, you know, I try to get them on to some of the old classics, you know what I mean, but sometimes, they're just not ready yet, you know, they're not ready to appreciate the black and white movies. What's up, Miss Hustle? Miss Hustle, it's good to see you. Happy Halloween to you. Ray said, I picked up my first ever Silver Age comic today. Adam number 15. Dude, that's pretty cool. Ray Palmer, man. Hey, what is up, David? The great Beyond the Blast Doors, a Star Wars podcast. He's got to go live himself. He's logging on after another night. He was live already with some real deal tri-state news. Really cool. Yeah, watching with the family, they're fun, man. And this Kronos Quartet, Philip Glass, because before it just started, it had the very first intro, and a lot of figure skaters and gymnastics people do floor dance too. And it was that, what does it go? Well, I don't know, but it's this theme. It's this theme that people skate to or do gymnastics to. That was the only music, and that was when it was showing the title credits and stuff like that in the cast. Other than that, the movie was like silent all the way through, so very cool. But the Philip Glass doing with the old Kronos Quartet stringed instruments, freaking sick, man. You're gonna love it. It's addicting. Let's see. So next up, last one. Let me show you this package. This is pretty cool. This is a pretty Frankenstein heavy package. We got the old school 1931 Frankenstein movie. We got a lot of people consider this movie. Now, what was stupid about this one? This one had Edward Von Sloan was in here. but it was Colin Clive, his Henry Frankenstein, right? His wife was different. Like in this one, this is the second one. This is the first one. The wife was different, so changed actresses. That kind of was dumb. But a lot of people say the sequel with old Elsa Lancaster playing the bride was a lot better than the original. And our question is going to come from the Bride of Frankenstein. So that's an awesome one. And Bride of Frankenstein itself has these that are the solo, or these two have special features. The creature feature ones normally don't have any special features, but very cool. Next up, you get the sequel to Bride of Frankenstein. It has old freaking Basil Rathbone up in there, Boris Karloff, and Lugosi. This was when Lugosi played Igor, and that's Son of Frankenstein. And then Bela Lugosi plays Igor again in The Ghost of Frankenstein. So yeah, very cool. And Ghost of Frankenstein is when Lon Chaney was actually the monster. So, Son of Frankenstein, Frankenstein burns his eyes in the sulfur pit. And then in this next one, they had Lon Chaney playing it with his eyes practically kind of shut and stuff the whole time. So, but, I like it because it always continues. Like, all the stories continue. We got Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, and he's found in a block of ice and stuff. Then you got House of Frankenstein. Man, I mean, so Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, one-on-one battle of the ages, and then we got House of Frankenstein. Now, for some reason, it would have been nice if they would have just made this a triple feature. If they could have fit it on there, they probably would have had to use a lot of condensing on the data, and it was only this one came out in 2001. But if they could have put House of Dracula on there, because that House of Dracula is the sequel to House of Frankenstein, and it's really cool. All right, so great movies though, man, just great memories. And I'll close out with why I love these movies so much. All right. Everyone's given some good shout outs in there, so that is very good. So the last question, it's going to kind of come from the Bride of Frankenstein. Okay. Okay. Let me think about this question. All right. I'm going to say there's a quote in here. And I don't want to, I'm going to make it easy. So, Frankenstein stumbles in the woods and he finds an old cabin, and there's an old blind man. And the blind man welcomes him in, and, they share a meal together and stuff like that. But I'm looking for a particular quote from Bride of Frankenstein that old Karloff did after he tried a particular something. Okay, so I'm just not even gonna give you the blanks or anything. It's 2 words. It's a 2-word sentence by Karloff. Just let me know what it is. And he after he's chilling with this blind man. The blind man's feeding him, giving him some drink and everything. But what else does Frankenstein get to try? And what does he say? It's pretty awesome. Bride of Frankenstein, man. Who's going to get the quote? And what I'll do is I'll kind of talk about this. So what made me fall in love with these movies on Sundays, and I've told Mike, Comic Crypt of Castle Hills, because he remembers them. But I told him one time, I said, well, what I love about these old movies is on Sundays they would do a double feature, creature feature, monsters, whatever. You may get, most of the time it was just Universal monsters, like it could have been like the Black Cat or the Raven. It could have been just anything like that. But usually they'd always throw in, like, say if it was the Raven, it would be like maybe a Bella movie or If it was the Frankenstein, then it would show this one right after. So yeah. But anyway, so yeah, it'd be these two movies, and then so the Dallas Cowboys would play from noon to about 3 or something, right? And what would happen? Like, I wouldn't watch that crap. That's when I would be outside playing and running around. Because after me and my friends, we all got home from church and stuff, we went out. We changed clothes, we ran out, rode bikes, did all that. But about 3 on Sunday, we kind of started wrapping it up in my neighborhood, because, next day, school day, stuff like that. So I would watch, I'd come back home, and I'd be laying in front of the TV. The grandparents would be taking their nap or whatever, and because usually it lived in the same neighborhood or whatnot. So yeah, I just chilled over there watching those movies, and they weren't too long. They usually got done about by 6 o'clock or something. So no one's answered this one yet. So Boris Karloff, Frankenstein, he meets a blind man in a cabin. First, he has some food. Then he has some drink. And you may remember he'd be like, food, good. Or he'd be like, drink, good. Well, what was that other thing he tried? There was 3 things. Like, what was the other thing he tried? What did the old blind man show him? Y'all let me know. I'll refresh the page. Make sure, everything's loading up. But yeah, so I used to love watching these. So those double features, man, freaking great. Well, I don't know if anyone's gonna get it or not. All right, I'll make it real easy. So I'm gonna do what he says, but blank is gonna be the actual word. So, oh, that's close. Good try, Biggies. Good try. All right, so he's had some food, drank some alcohol. Mass All right, wine good? No, not wine good. All right, so it's blank good. So it's not good beer and wine. So he's already drank milk good, not milk. Bad friend. I know, but I don't want to answer twice. Come on, Strange. All right. I'm going to give another hint. The word starts with an S. It does start with a B, though. I thought it started with an S. It starts with an S. Or the answer I'm looking for is an S. Maybe he did this one second. I can't remember. Starts with an S. S, and that's the word. Starts with an S, and then good. Whiskey good. No, it starts with an S. Soup good. Very close. I'll give you another hint. Chasing clouds. Starts with an S. This is funny. But I'm so envious too, because some of you may have not remembered these lines. Well, wasn't it food and Scotch good? Maybe it just says, what are the 2 you named off? See, I don't remember how they were in order. But I think it was the third one, but it started with an S. Sam Adams good. Biggie is cracking me up. No, it's something with S good. Come on, Strange is laughing. Something good, and it starts with an S. There it is. All right, Rebel Gaming got it. So Rebel finally. All right, well, I've already got a little package started for Rebel. He's got a couple books, so I'll put these in bubble wrap, Rebel, so they won't get screwed up. But Rebel Gaming is winning the Frankenstein thing. Oh my God. Yeah, Rebel. Rebel knows what that smoked good's all about. All right. The Frankenstein package. Damn, the Frankenstein package. That's someone. He must have a special package. Some sewn on package. All right, so man, congratulations. I mean, this is just one of those little impromptu, hidden kind of live shows where the view count's going to be low, but what's cool is you never know when you might get some prizes. So it's very cool. All right, so again, Rebel Gaming won the Frankenstein movies, all of those, and that's 1, 2. Wow, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 movies. And Big E's Comics on the Dracula Wolfman, 1, 2, 3. This was 6 movies. Okay. Yeah, 6 movies for you. 6 movies total, including the double features. And then the Mummy ones, man. Now, I guess I never got Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy in here, but yeah, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is 6 movies too. So everyone got some 6 movies, and this one has the 5 mummies and the Phantom of the Opera. So that's very cool. Now, sorry about these two. I'm not ready to give these away yet because I got to have my own copies of those. But whenever they do them legacy collections of Invisible Man and Black Lagoon Creature, now they have the legacy collections in DVD, but I want them suckers in Blu-ray, like these over here. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and let y'all go for the night. Oh yeah, I still got to send some Mylar to that Jason. Good Jason. Not that Jason Voorhees though. Well, I really appreciate all y'all coming out tonight. I'm going to go ahead and give, let me bring the chat back up and I'll give some shout outs to everyone that showed up. We had Iron Galactus here, Big E's Comics, Undisputed Frost was here, SS Comic Reader, Ray D, Easy E Game Hunter, Exile State, SS Comic Reader, Stephen Oates, Brother Dean Guthrie was here tonight, The Mask Marvel, Uncanny Kyle Waka, Rebel Gaming was here, Jason Smith, Count Von Strange, Beyond the Blast Doors, a Star Wars podcast. We had old Miss Hustle here. Man, we had a bunch of people here tonight. I really appreciate y'all coming out. It's been my pleasure to give y'all some entertainment tonight. And tonight, kind of do something different on the Great Legend Show, which I don't do a lot of, just kind of talking about movies and stuff, having some of that stuff. Mass Marvel says Happy Halloween. And I hope I gave everyone shout outs, and if I didn't, leave a comment and remind me, hey man, Legend, I didn't get my shout out, so hook me up with it, stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and call it a night tonight on this October 31st. All right, this is the Great Legend saying peace out, God bless.